Welcome to yet another edition of Art of Harlow Moon. This edition. The Whisper edition. No. I don't know. Again, we're just going to draw some drawings today. I don't have a clue, whatever. Just some different shapes. Just more like maybe it's going to be an abstract piece. Don't know. Just whatever. Different shapes and stuff. This is kind of my waiting for one video to edit. See, there it is. While it's editing, you make another video. Except I really wasn't going to do that. I was trying to do some other things, but I have an endless week this week, it feels like. Not really, but it sure feels like it. It's kind of the mode that has to come up to in the future here. For the 2018, it's kind of a dig in kind of year, I feel like, to try, not art-wise, I think that's kind of already, well, I haven't dug in, so to speak, to try to get shows. Kind of dropped off on doing that. Basically, because I gotta do, well, I have to, I don't know, the venues that I'm interested in showing, generally speaking, I show in are bars or whatever, and I want to up the level on that to galleries, more so galleries, and that's a little harder to accomplish, but because you have to approach galleries and spend a lot of time kissing galleries' butts to get you to show there, and maybe because they don't like pop art. Generally speaking, I try to show pop art. I wanted to do like larger shows, you know, larger pieces. Where am I storing these pieces if I don't sell them? Good question. But I don't think about that part. You know, if I had the funds to make the pieces, it would be sweet too. That's why it's nice to have sales and patrons of the arts who want to buy something, because I don't know how anybody makes any money in art unless you sell pieces at 5,000 and you're able to sell them. That's the key, probably. But I don't know. It always feels like very weird when you get really to a higher range. Not that I've been to so higher range, but I've been to a good amount of higher ranges. And what it feels like for my price range or whatever. And you just really, it starts to be strange feeling, because I don't know, I'm a person that never had a lot of money, so if you get any kind of good money for stuff, you feel like, I feel kind of, I don't know, embarrassed or whatever. I don't know it's weird. It's a weird thing. But yeah, I want to try to move that up, because at some level, obviously, just showing in general and all those basic things, they were very appealing to me. Having a show, have anybody give a crap about what you're doing, and then, boy, they want to buy it, that's huge. Then on the other hand, you would like to, like I said in another video, go put gas in your car, and then you're like, wow, it kind of feels demeaning. You spent all this time making a piece of art. It's a piece of art, not a hamburger. That took a while, and you still charge a good amount for, you know, hamburger. Buy some hamburger, right? It's not called a value meal anymore, because what kind of value is it? We don't know. it's expensive. $8, for a burger and fries and a drink or something. And you're like, $8, okay. And then you take your family and you're like, boy, $40. And then here I spent 100 hours drawing a drawing. People wonder why I want to do take the drawing and process the drawing on a copier and paint over it. We'll make it's kind of like the half print. And also I can manipulate it easier in a lot of ways than a drawing. Let's redraw it all. Okay, well no, not really. I drew it once, I don't want to sit there and redraw it, especially since it's agonizing to get it, well, somewhat agonizing. I mean, it's a lot of work to try and get it to where it kind of looks like the person. That kind of is helpful if you're trying to do a portrait of a person. This video is more of abstracted shapes. Me doing line work or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know if anybody gives a crap about a guy doing line drawings. I mean, I've seen What Peter Draws is a good channel. It's interesting. And he's getting a lot of views on just videos of him drawing, right? Which is, I mean, he draws awesome. So why not? So maybe it doesn't have to be, it would be awesome if it didn't have to be anything but what you want it to be. I mean, that's kind of what art should be. And then, hey, I did this, and, well, I'm not trying, well, I could sell it maybe, but I'm not trying to make a production piece for a gallery. And then, the gallery world is a big hit and miss, and it can be awesome, because then you're like, hey, I'm showing the gallery, but, then it feels kind of, I don't know, pretentious or whatever, but it's just, it makes alteration on what you're doing, who you are, and those kind of things, and you would like to not do that if you're doing art. I'm just going to cut this right here. If you like this video at all, just go out and draw some drawings or try to do some artistic stuff. If you don't know how to do it, you say, well, I'm not an artist. I don't know how to do that. You know what? It's a matter of going out and doing it, trying it and failing at it, and then if you have an interest to continue it, that's important, of course. It's I think it's kind of central to human beings, and I don't know the talent argument. I wouldn't say it's a myth, but I think there's a lot to do with basically working on something and perfecting it. Maybe you have no artistic talent and it's just obvious. There's just not a way to really fix it or draw it out from internally from a person. But I think most people, I'm almost convinced that a chimp can paint a painting. No offense. I mean, you can look at my paintings and, well, your paintings are crap or whatever. But I don't know if that's absolutely true, because maybe not. But I think if a lot of people experienced, they never tried art. They never thought they cared about it. And then I work in an industrial environment, and then people become exposed to it. And maybe they had pretentious, or not pretentious, but they had a preconceived idea about what it meant, or what it is, and then they experience it, and then they find that they like it, and it's not necessarily what they thought it was going to be. It's not like the stereotype or whatever negative connotation you have in your head, if you did have a negative connotation. This is actually looking pretty cool, I think. I don't know, it's me, I know I drew it, but it's kind of like a plant or something. I mean, I'm just doing zone out. You just go, whatever, draw whatever. No plan, I don't care. But anyway, people, if you go out and try it, whatever I'm doing, I think, honestly, anybody could do it. It's how long are you going to spend doing it? I mean, like anything, you want to get good at something. Not that I was sitting there going, I want to get good at that. I mean, I don't know. I'll be swayed. It's just kind of nice if it comes out like that, and I like doing it. So whether I became good at it or not, I don't know. I would like to be a better painter, I guess. You might want to say that. I mean, I did a lot of paintings. I thought they were pretty good. I mean, if I was really going to do that, I guess I would actually go maybe an academic route, and I could learn a technique of some kind. Since I didn't really do any of that, I thought I'll just get a brush and start painting. What the hell? But yeah, that's essentially, I think, a lot of it. Get out there and try it. If you haven't ever tried it, if you don't care at all, then okay, fine. But most people that I think that are interested in art, they have an interest in it, so they could potentially be an artist if they work on the skills of artistry, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, get out there and check out some art, and maybe be influenced to try some art. That's why I used to say, my mantra used to be, well, get out there and make some art today. But then again, not everybody's an artist, and artists need people that aren't artists to fill that other part of the circle there. It's only so much of a circle if we're just making art for a video. So I gotta go and do some more editing on this other video before it's midnight, if it even works out. But anyway, this has been making a plant rounded crazy drawing. We don't know what it is. Could be plants, an abstract plant maybe. It doesn't have to be figurative. I get it. I understand. Leave me a comment in the comments saying what you think it is. And it's crap is not necessarily what I'm looking for. But hey, whatever. Anyway, I'll talk to you in the next video. Thank you for watching this. Go out and check out some art in 2018.